Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And continuing our look at some of the more recent Cyberverse releases, we're taking a look at two figures from the Transformers Cyberverse, Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures. Always a mouthful. This is Scout Class, Dead End, and Ramjet. Now, a little quick note that I've been able to figure out. If you remember in the under the Battle of the Spark or Battle for the Spark subline, the one from earlier, late 2019, like 6 months ago, where you had all those armor figures, there was supposed to be a new Scout class Bumblebee called Hive Swarm. I had that pre-ordered on Amazon. The pre-order eventually got canceled. Well, apparently that figure, it was either never released, never made, or released and like no one ever saw it, no one ever picked it up because I never saw any in-hand images, but it's being released now under the Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures subline. So if you were interested in it, go ahead. I got both of these figures from the Hasbro Toy Shop store on eBay. For those of you wondering, that's basically how Hasbro Toy Shop is living on. I've done business with them several times, and I'm quite happy with it because, to be honest with you, I feel I get a better packaging and customer service with Hasbro Toy Shop now on eBay than I do through Hasbro Pulse. So we will pause and we'll take a look at Ramjet first. Okay, so here's Ramjet. And I have to be honest, these are very interesting colors for Ramjet. I would say they look closer to Dirge than Ramjet, but the figure's called Ramjet. There are ball joints in the hips, ball joints in the shoulders. It's a very nice, somewhat articulated figurine, but as you know with these Scout class figures, there's a half transformation involved with a spring-loaded gimmick. First thing you want to do is peg the legs together. Now, this actually gets a little tricky. You want to bring the wings out, just like so. Yeah, you have those nice cone head wings. And then just bring the arms down. And as you bring them down, you're going to want to position them in such a way that you can... There's a slot on the inside of the arm that's going to tab in to a tab... like so. You might have to bring it down. Your mileage may vary. That just helps hold everything in place. Now, bring the arms down, flip the figure over, and you actually have a Ramjet in vehicle mode. But as we all know, this isn't exactly how the Scout class works. So if you continue to press the legs back all the way, the arms back into position, you will activate the spring gimmick where the torso flips up and spins around, sort of like he's ramming. Here, let me reset. And to reset, you just want to unpeg the arms, bring that down. And when you reset, you want to turn... You're holding Ramjet so the cone is facing to the left. You want to rotate the torso towards you, bring it down until it snaps into place, and then rotate it down so that little catch holds on. So I'll do it this way, facing forward. And there you go. He springs up. So it's an okay gimmick. It's kind of fun. I'm more interested in the overall look of the figure and things like that. Make sure the legs are pegged together. I say it's a really nice look, and I'm curious to see if this will get repainted, but seeing as how the Cyberverse line will be coming to an end, I think this will be our only representation of the cone heads in the line. Now, let's pause and take a look at everyone's favorite Dead End. Okay, so starting off with Dead End in robot mode. He's actually a little less articulated than Ramjet. He does have the ball joints in the hips, but those are keyed into part of his gimmick. This arm is on a ball joint and can move freely. This arm is part of the gimmick. And really what you can do is, since it's in robot mode, if you want to just move that back car panel down, he can do the Hadouken! Yeah, basically his gimmick is a flying uppercut. Well, he doesn't leave the ground. I just did that for effect. But there you go. And it is part of the transformation. So starting off, as always, peg the legs together. Let's make sure I got that right. There you go. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Bring this down all the way so it's flat. Bring this arm up. Rotate it around there at the waist. Bring it back down. You can do whatever you want with it. Now, as I bring the legs up into position, that will trip the release and the fist will come up. And if you're basically, if you move the legs back and forth, it'll do that. Or you can just, trip it using your finger yourself. It's up to you. But I kind of like the fact that the gimmick is available to be used in robot mode. That is kind of fun. And if you notice, the fists are molded in like an uppercut fashion. So that's about all for Dead End. Very popular character in the Cyberverse line. And I feel kind of bad about that since I think this will be the only representation we'll get. We'll pause now, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so as we all know, the Cyberverse Scout class is one of the most controversial and divisive sublines in Transformers history. Most people don't like them because they're small, half-transforming figures built around a gimmick. I always feel that they kind of make for fun desk toys. You get a little bit of a vehicle and a little bit of a robot. I mean, you can just look at Dead End and say, oh, hey, that's Dead End. You don't have to pick the car up and look underneath to see the head. Because, some of us, we're old. Our memories are shot. This will be kind of funny since nobody really buys the Scout class that 30 years from now, when you have the collectors then, who are children now, looking to recapture their childhood, these will be in heavy demand since nobody bought them and they'll be worth millions. And, if I'm still around, I can, be a rich, happy old man. Whatever. But, yeah. Like, as I mentioned at the beginning, I got these off of Hasbro Toy Shop. That's really the only retail I've seen them at. I mean, I haven't been in stores. I think they're in stores. I haven't been, out shopping in months. And to be honest with you, I mostly do most of my toy buying online. They're not on Amazon. They're not at Big Bad Toy Store. They don't carry the Cyberverse line. So for some people, these might be a little tricky to get. But if you're interested, like I said, Hasbro Toy Shop on eBay, you're buying directly from Hasbro or you're buying directly from Hasbro Toy Shop, they have them at retail, not the internet markup that I've been seeing. Yeah, do not pay like $20 for these. So that's what you can do. Other than that, I do thank you for watching. If you did like this video, like and subscribe. I usually never say that, but it's always nice to do that. With the algorithms and stuff, that's kind of important now. If you can and would like to, I do have a Patreon. All I ask for is $1 a month. No thrills, no frills, no perks, no levels, no tiers. It's just $1 a month to help me continue bringing figures to you. If you don't, that's fine. Watching the video is good enough. If I don't get patrons, I have one, but if I don't get any more, I'm not going to disappear. So, for Ramjet and Dead End, hope you're staying safe and being well, and we will see you next time.